Hello and welcome. I'm Jacob, a researcher with the Long COVID Assessment, Management and Practice Project at RMIT University. Thank you for tuning into our video today. I'll be sharing our interview questions for people living with long COVID, so you can listen, reflect and provide feedback as lived experience experts. In the coming months, we'll be interviewing people with long COVID, as well as those with related conditions or providing care to these individuals. Interviews will be 30 to 60 minutes long and can be split across 2 sessions if required. The interview will be conducted via telephone or Microsoft Teams and audio recorded. We will ask several questions about experiences of long COVID, accessing support, and any ideas participants might have for improving long COVID services. Today, we are sharing these questions with you for review, to draw on your experience and knowledge to help us identify and address any ambiguities, misunderstandings, or biases inherent in our research materials. With your support, we can improve our questions and make them more suitable for participants. The following dialogue is from our interview protocol. As advisors, we'd like to know your thoughts on whether these options will be accessible for people with long COVID or other conditions, including people with significant levels of disability, whether our questions are respectful, important, and make sense, any tips for making recruitment or engagement easier and more accessible, any other approaches we should also consider. The following is our interview protocol. Please note the interview will be conducted in a conversational style. Questions will be adapted to each person's experience, their reported health conditions, and the answers they provide. Introduction. Long COVID impacts people in different ways. In this interview, we want you to tell us the things that are most important for you. We will ask you how you experience long COVID and what its biggest impacts are for you. We'll ask you what support you feel you currently have and what good support looks like. Finally, we will ask you what you think people with long COVID need to live a good life. You can take a break or end the interview at any time you need. You can also skip questions that you don't want to answer. The following will be our semi-structured, open-ended line of questioning. Question 1. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Question 2. How did you come to have long COVID? Question 3. What has living with long COVID been like for you? This is open-ended, so we will ask further questions about A. What has it been like physically? What impacts do you think it has had on your body? B. How has your mental well-being been? What impact do you think it has had on your mood, stress levels, and how you feel about yourself? C. Impact on activities of daily living. Eating, sleeping, getting around, or taking care of yourself. D. What has been the impact on family and home life, or socially? E. For your work, study, and or play. F. Has living with long COVID changed over time? Question 4. Can you reflect on some of the biggest changes to your life, and possibly to the way you see yourself since developing long COVID? This is open-ended, and so we may prompt with A. Can you tell me a bit more about how long COVID has changed who you are and how you see yourself? In what ways? B. What has helped you to retain your sense of self during this time? What has made things more difficult for you? C. We may also inquire about changes in family and other social dynamics. Question 5. What support do you feel you currently have to manage long COVID? Question 6. What does good support look like for you? What do you think you need to feel better supported with long COVID? Question 7. Can you tell us a bit about whether you've had a sense of community around you since developing long COVID? What about online? If the participant requires a definition, we'll describe a sense of community as the people and places around you that you can contact if you need support. Question 8. Can you tell me about any support or services that don't work for you? Question 9. In an ideal scenario, what does living well with long COVID look like? Question 10. What could help people with long COVID to achieve this? We may prompt for A. Services or supports, B. Attitudes and personal characteristics of the person with long COVID or people around them, C. Policies or laws. Question 11. How have other people responded to you having long COVID? How did they find out? Has long COVID changed the way other people see you? Can you share some examples of things you have noticed? Thank you for listening. We have some additional information to share. First, to clarify, these questions will be adapted to suit various participants. For unpaid carers, this might involve asking questions such as, how did your journey caring for those with long COVID start? What has been your experience of being an unpaid carer? And so on. For those with different post-viral conditions, such as ME or CFS, we will adapt the questions like the following. What has living with this post-viral condition been like for you? What have been the biggest changes to your life since you developed this condition? And so on. Second, alongside the interviews, we'll offer individuals the opportunity to capture their experiences in different ways, to share their experience through pictures rather than words. We call this photo voice, which sees individuals use photography to reflect and report on their experiences and ideas. As part of this activity, participants will be prompted to capture images that visualize the following. Question 1. What has living with long COVID been like for you? Question 2. What would living well with long COVID look like? And what would make this a reality? They will select pictures that best represent their perspectives and explain these during a short interview or annotate these with a short explanation. Thank you for your time today. We look forward to hearing your thoughts soon. Feel free to share your feedback with myself, Jacob, or any of my fellow researchers, or via our project email address.